Words of Sri Aurobindo from the book The Mother, Part 2, Letters on the Mother by Our Lord, Chapter 9, The Mother and the Working of the Ashram, page 221. Question: Is there any special effect of physical nearness to the mother? For this, Sri Aurobindo says, it is indispensable for the fullness of the sadhana on the physical plane. Transformation of the physical and external being is not possible otherwise. Date 18th August 1933. Question: Is it possible to receive the mother's contact and help almost in the same way at a great distance, say Bombay or Calcutta, as here in the ashram? For this, Sri Aurobindo says, one can receive everywhere, and if there is a strong spiritual consciousness, one can make great progress. But experience does not support the idea that it makes no difference or is almost the same. Date 18th August 1933. Decision to join the ashram. Sri Aurobindo says, there should be no desire or anxiety in your mind to get these people or others to come here. These things ought to be decided on one side by their call and fitness, and on the other by the will of the mother. Date 28th June 1936. Next topic: choice from within. It is not possible for the mother to tell you to remain if you are yourself in your mind and vital eager to go. It is from within yourself that they must come, the clear will on one side or the other. Date 24th Feb 1932. Next topic: period of probation. Sri Aurobindo says, well, it is better not to write anything too positive. Nowadays, especially, the mother takes people in such circumstances on probation. She does not give them large, immediate assurances, but waits to see how they open. If he justifies his aspiration, all will be well. Date 26th Feb 1943. Next topic: full acceptance by the mother. Question: when a person begins to do yoga under the mother's care, is he not fully taken up by her? Answer: not until he is ready. He has first to accept her and then to give up more and more his ego. There are sadhaks who at every step revolt, oppose the mother, contradict her will, criticize her decisions. How can she take them up fully in such conditions? Date 21st June 1933. Question: is there really any difference between the Guru, the Divine, the Truth in our yoga? I have been considering that the mother and yourself are not only the Gurus but also the Divine, and that whatever either of you say is the law of the truth. Why then are you using in your reply in my questions on discipline these three different words? For the Sri Aurobindo says, I wrote the general law of spiritual life and obedience. You have to know that as well as its special application here. Moreover, many here are satisfied with saying the mother is divine, but they do not follow her commands. Others do not really regard her as divine. They treat her as if she were an ordinary guru. Date 13th June 1933. Next question. Yesterday you spoke about the mother's commands. What are they? I want to try to follow them. For the Sri Aurobindo says, they are supposed to be known. You have to do the right thing and follow the yoga sincerely. Date 14 June 1933. Question. We are told the mother can act best if a sadhak is sincere. But what is meant by this? For this, Sri Aurobindo says, what is meant by sincere sadhana? In the mother's definition of sincere, it means opening only to the divine forces, that is, rejecting all the others even if they come. Date 21st April 1936. Spiritual possibility due to the mother's presence is the next topic. Sri Aurobindo says, certainly, very few seem to realize what a possibility has been given them here. All has been turned into an opportunity for the bubbling of the vital or the tamas of the physical rather than used for the intended psychic and spiritual purpose. Date 7th March 1936. I was not speaking of any particular thing, says Sri Aurobindo. I was not speaking of any particular thing, but the whole spiritual possibility due to the mother's presence here. Very few realize what that means, and even those who have some idea of it take little advantage and allow their lower nature to block the progress. Date 9th March 1936. Because people are living here under the mother's shelter and saved from the great sufferings and tragedies of human life, they must needs spin despairs and tragedies out of nothing. The vital wants to indulge its sorrow sense and shout and groan and weep, and if it can't have a good or big reason for doing it, it will use a bad or a small one. Date 1st March 1936.